Welcome back guys, and today I'm going to teach you how to do the small and large details like this one on your screen. This is what we have achieved last week wherein we just made the plain texture, but today we're going to do something like this one. So we're going to put some little and large details on the sides of the texture so it will look like this one. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Now let's prepare our model first before we start painting. We are going to remove all of the specular, roughness, and sheen tint on all the materials because we don't need them just yet. We are going to do that in the material texturing, but as of now we are painting, so we don't need that part just yet. And after that, you just need to move from UV editing to texture paint tab over here. Now we will be introduced with this kind of setup, and let's look at our model. Go to the render mode by pressing Z and render mode so we don't have that shining things. And let's just rotate this real quick into something like rotate in z-axis -90 so we could see the whole thing as the whole blade as a whole. Now a little bit of reminder before we begin that if you try to paint here, everything will be saved over here, or should I say it will appear here, but it will not automatically save it. So you constantly have to press Alt S over here so that you could save your texture or your work, because each time we paint here and we do stuff over here, it's not going to automatically save itself. So you have to press Alt S to save that texture. But yeah, we're going to erase that first because we don't need that kind of texturing. So let's save this real quick and let's go back to 0. And what I'm going to teach you next is I'm going to teach you how to do the large and small details. So we're going to set up the radius into 30 and the strength into 0.2 for the large details. And over here, as you can see, there's a button over here. This means that your pen, or the blender will detect pen pressure on your pen. So if you take that off, it becomes gray. It doesn't detect pen pressure. So this is what I'm going to do with the whole blade, just in case, just for you to have an idea, because we're going to do this in a time-lapse mode, because I don't want to bore you with all of the painting, because this will be very long video if we are going to try to do that. So first is the large details, as you can see over there. Then after we do that, we're going to go back to the radius and set it to 15 and set the pen pressure on so that we could do an even thicker lines over there. But of course, that is just an example, but that's not how I am going to do it. Let's just repeat that everything. Let's Control Z and let's start to 0, and let's put this to 30. And just in case I forgot, I have to put this in overlay to make it look even better. Okay, so the time lapse will begin now. So over here it's going to be almost the same, but we're going to make a little bit of mix because this is all dark colors. So we're like going to put some lines here, so we could like have detailed sides, so to speak. So we're just going to keep doing this until we reach the other side, and we are going to do it also the same on this side. Now we're going to put some large details, so set your radius into 20 without the pen pressure on the radius, but on the strength just keep it on that. So we're gonna keep doing this until we reach both sides. Let me just show you how real quick. So it's going to be like that up to the very top. Okay, I made a little mistake over here, so we cannot erase that, but we just have to like make it look like it's natural. Let's focus on that by selecting the face on edit mode and press the period on your numpad. Anyway, let's go back to the texture mode and let's like put mix blend, and let's set this to 15 with pen pressure, so we could like put not that one, not that color. Okay, something like this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to make it look like it's a scratch or something like that, you see. And let's put a little darker part in 20 without pen pressure, 20 or 0.2 strength, and that way it's not going to look like it's a mistake, but more like a damage on the blade. Alright, let's move on. And also I am just thinking that we should like make the inside of this handle a bit darker so we could have a good blend on it. So in order for us to do that, let's just put this into multiply, and let's set it to like 50 and 0.5, I guess. We're just going to use the mouse because we're going to paint it over here, not white. Okay, not white because we want it darker. Let's try this one. I guess that's too dark. Let's do that again around here, and I guess that will be fine. Nope, darker. Yep, yes, that will do. So it's just me, I'm being nosy about this because it doesn't look right. And remember, we are just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. Okay, nothing serious. So yeah, I guess that will look a bit better, so to speak. I'm not sure, but let me know in the comment section below. So we're going to do it that way, and let's just move on to the other sides. And what we're going to do next is we're going to do the same pattern on the blade. We're going to put some lines on the edge of this, the edge of that. You just have to be creative because this is supposed to be random. It's not supposed to be straight line or whatever. It's supposed to be like this, something random, like because scratches on blades are not really straight or whatever. It's supposed to be random. So that's what we're going to do on this guard part and also on the pommel side. We're going to also to put some scratches or some sort of dark part on the handle, so it will not look too boring, so to speak. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. So let's continue this and let's do it. I guess that's about it, but on this part I got a little bit lazy, so it's just like that. But if you wanted to be more creative on your work and you wanted to like put some more scratches, you can do this pattern over here, the one that I made earlier. So you could like put a scratch in there or somewhere somewhat in order to make the blade more appealing. So yeah, it's all up to you, but as of now this is the texture that we have, and we are going to save that. And let's go back to UV editing. We're not going to edit the UV, but I'll just show you something that you need to do next. We are going to put some texture materials on this, and in order for us to do that we will be needing another software called Materialize. So and that's it for now. Join us next time wherein I will teach you how to do this texture materials, wherein this is needed for us to achieve this kind of look in our katana. So make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon so you won't miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.